that we've lost to. So can't take them lightly. We got to come ready to play.
All right, Coach. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Got our gas furnace working yet?
Afraid it's time to replace it.
What are you thinking?
I'm thinking Daikin, one of the top-selling brands worldwide.
Daikin.
Daikin, extremely reliable, performance tested.
Daikin.
Daikin, super efficient, saving you lots of money on energy bills.
Now I'm thinking Daikin.
Call Bremer and Bauman at 396-7716 and ask about the $79 furnace too.
Here tonight, Scott.
Well, the Maroons have got to find a way to make some baskets. You noticed, I think you mentioned earlier that the Maroons are shooting the ball much better the last 3 games, scoring almost 60 points a game. Maroons have got to find a way to get the ball into the basket here in the Civic Center.
All right, and we're told we're having some connection problems at the station. So we'll do a little equipment switch here and be back with this ball game in a moment on the Pledge.
Good evening and welcome to the Holland Civic Center for tonight's basketball games with our friends and visitors from Byron Center. As members of the OK Green Conference, both our schools seek athletics to be educational as we empower athletes, coaches, officials, and spectators to be role models for sportsmanship and fair play in the arena and in our communities. Thank you for your contribution to a positive environment tonight. This game is a privilege and was made possible by those who have fought
Back with you from the Holland
and
Civic
continue
Center
to
just in
fight
time
for the
for opening
freedoms we enjoy.
ceremony.
Our veterans are pillar members in our community, and we are proud of all veterans in attendance with us tonight. Please rise and honor America as the Holland Christian Pep Band, under the direction of Mr. Scott Vandenberg, leads us in the playing of our national anthem.
starting lineups for tonight's ball game. Thank you for staying with us through that momentary interruption. Byron Center comes into this one 7-8. They're 2-5 in the league. 5'11" senior number 1 Nick Fedowa starts for the Bulldogs. 6-foot junior number 4 Sawyer Weichers. Number 5, 6'4" junior Clay Lake. 23 Cameron Rousey, a 5'7" junior. And rounding it out, 6'5" senior 33 Matthew Richards. Joe Rodriguez, the head coach for Byron Center. For Holland Christian tonight, a 6'3" senior, number 2, Elijah Schoonveld. 6'4" senior, number 3, Logan DeWitt. Jackson Halbert at 17.9 points a ball game. 6'6" senior, number 23, Aldring, and 13.8 a game, his average dropping. At center, 6'7" sophomore, number 4, Jalen Overway, Maroons coached by David Cool. Looking forward to it, Scott. Ought to be a good one.
That's for sure. Going to have to contain Matthew Richards here, and I think the Maroons will have a good shot to win this ball game.
Beat them by 4 a month ago at their place. Byron Center in orange, trimmed in black. Maroons all on the floor underneath the basket to our left. Now they'll break out of it. And we are just about ready to go. It'll be Richards to step in and jump center. We think it'll be Aldrich, depending on how he feels. He has been ill the last couple of games, just 7 total points. Talked to him yesterday, said he felt a lot better. That is not Richards, that's Clay Lake into jump center. Student section for Holland Christian across the way, making lots of noise to get this one underway. And the officials making sure they've got everything straightened out.
Not sure what that was all about.
No, I'm not either. And Aldrich will control the tap. Maroons go left to right in white. Logan DeWitt with the basketball. DeWitt around a screen from Scooney. Lob it underneath, weak side play Scooney. Lob is good for Schoonveld.
What a way to start this ball game.
Set play for the Maroons. That's 2 points for Schoonveld from DeWitt.
Schoonveld is pumped up.
Rousey down the right side of the lane. Stops on a dime, spins, fires the 12-footer, and air ball. And Halbert knocks it out of Weicher's hands. And out of bounds, and the ball goes up on the stage. DeWitt will crawl up and get it. And now back down. And Fedowa will throw it in, baseline right. Looking, and finally right side of the lane. That's Richards off the glass and good.
That was a mismatch with DeWitt on him.
Tied at 2. Richards with the basket. Here's DeWitt on a weave to Halbert. Halbert, top of the key, will hand it to Schoonveld. Schoonveld, reverse right side, Aldrich. Aldrich back to Scooney, left corner. Scooney the drive on Richards. Bounced it off the foot of Sawyer Weichers, out of bounds to Holland Christian.
Scooney tried to get that to Overway in the low block.
DeWitt triggers the inbounds play, baseline left for the Maroons. Slaps the ball, they break out of the set, and it'll come into Schoonveld. Back to DeWitt, quickly underneath Overway. Scooney the drive. Schoonveld, scoop and score. Eli Schoonveld getting his first start at the Civic Center this season, as all 4 of Holland Christian's points were a minute in. Maroons lead it 4-2. Fedowa up top to Weichers. Weichers with a reverse dribble to Rousey. Rousey throws it back top on the right to Lake. Clay Lake driving Halbert. Halbert took it away from him. Turnover Byron Center there first. Halbert hands it to DeWitt, sideline left. DeWitt driving into the lane, all the way to the bucket, and he missed the layup. Overway there to clean it up and put it back in.
Right man in the right place at the right time, Jalen Overway.
6-2 Maroons, 6:26 left in the first as Weichers brings it up for Byron Center. He'll pop a left-handed three off the dribble, no good. Rebound taken by Aldrich. Pass ahead to Schoonveld. Schoonveld, right elbow, kicks it right side to DeWitt. Back to Scooney at the top. Schoonveld left side, Aldrich for three. Got it! Boy, is that good to see. Aldrich with three. His first shot is good. It's 9-2 Maroons, 2 minutes in.
Looks like Ethan Aldrich has his legs back here at the Civic Center.
Rousey on a weave to Fedewa. Fedewa in the lane. Runner up over Schoonveld. No good. Rebound DeWitt. DeWitt ahead to Halbert. Halbert will drive. Tried to hand it to Overway, and a foul called on Byron Center. And this will be on Clay Lake, his first and the team's first. Logan DeWitt will trigger the inbounds play. Lob it into Overway. And then back out to Aldrich, around to Schoonveld. In the lane, back to Overway. Working on Richards. Overway spin. Left hand good for Jalen Overway. He's got 4. This is reminiscent of the start of the Hamilton game, Scott.
How about that? Richards just put an elbow right into the gut of Jalen Overway.
And now he'll try the right-handed hook, and it'll go. Richards wanted that one really bad. He got it. He's got 4. It's 11-4. Maroons lead it. 5:15 left in the first period. Great start for Holland Christian. DeWitt kicks it right corner, Scooney. And that's a charge called on DeWitt coming down the lane. Give Weichers credit for taking that charge. It's a turnover for Holland Christian and the first foul on the team, and obviously the first on DeWitt. Maroons will go full court man-to-man pressure. Weichers double teamed, and a reach-in foul is going to be called on DeWitt. Nope, it's called on Halbert. That's probably a good thing because DeWitt already has one. Halbert picks up his first, team's second. Still man-to-man pressure. This is Lake to throw it in. He'll get it in to Weichers. Weichers ahead to an open Rousey. Left side Fedewa, wide open three. Got it.
Good press break there, Byron Center.
And it'll make it 11-7. Maroons with the lead, under 5 to play in the first. Schoonveld will hand it to DeWitt. Right corner Halbert. Guarded by Lake. Halbert into the lane. Kicks it left corner to Aldrich. 4-3. Not quite. Rebound pulled out of there by Lake for Byron Center. Here's the long pass ahead for Fedewa. Broken up by Halbert. Halbert running down the court, just threw his hands up and managed to hit the ball. Sophomore Adam Cruzy replacing Eli Schoonveld for Holland Christian.
Good start tonight for Schoonveld.
Maroons by 4, 4:36 left, first period. Fedewa waiting to get the ball. As the Maroons set up a 2-3 zone. Packed in. Fedewa lob it out in front for Weichers. Weichers will back it out. Recognize the 2-3 zone. They'll go 1-3-1 on offense, and the Maroons get a steal. Second turnover for Byron Center. Halbert up the right side. Halbert into the lane. Halbert to the basket. No, and a rebound to Richards for Byron Center.
I think that shot got partially blocked.
Weichers on the run for the Bulldogs. We'll hand it to Lake. Lake at the free throw line. Richards works his way in. Looked like he walked. No call. And DeWitt after the partial block by Overway. Halbert, the jam, and he got it. Halbert from way downtown went airborne and got the jam to go.
What an athletic play, Jackson Halbert.
Wow, 13-7 Holland Christian.
And a beautiful inlet pass.
Feels like it ought to be a bigger lead than 6. Rousey hands it to Lake. Knocked out of his hands. Third turnover, Byron Center. Halbert again. This time he'll leave it for Aldrich. His layup is good. You could tell Halbert wanted to fire that one for a lob, but it didn't go, and Coach Rodriguez has seen enough. He'll call a full timeout. We're back in a moment on the Pledge. And instead, we will keep it here because I hit a wrong button someplace somehow. And we'll get set up, and then we'll be able to go next time. Scott, well, the Maroons off to a great start, leading at 15-7. They're spreading it around. 4 for Aldrich, 2 for Halbert, 4 for Overway, and 4 for Schoonville.
Well, this is what we talked about in the pregame. The Maroons have got to find a way to up that shooting percentage. They've had a tough time shooting the ball this year, and so far so good here in the first quarter. 15 points already.
7 points for Byron Center. Big Matthew Richards, their main guy in the middle, has 4. And Nick Fedowa with 3, 4, 8, 10, 14, 15. No, it's, I cheated Aldrich out of a point. He's got 5. I think that's right. 7, 11, 15. That is correct. So Aldrich with 5, 4 for Overway and Schoonville, 2 for Halbert. An emphatic 2 for Halbert, we might add. All right, Maroons will play half court. Here to be set up basically man-to-man. Rossi will bring it up for the Bulldogs. They're down by 8. Rossi gets a high screen from Lake. Tried to get it to him on the screen and roll. Cruising near steal. That leaves Lake open for 3, in and out, no good. And Overway rebounds it, took it away from Weichers. Halbert nearly fumbled it ahead to Aldrich. Aldrich sideline left. And Rossi knocked it out of his hands. Coach Kuhl going to his bench for Eli Krimendahl and Grant Copes. Overway is going to get a rest, so is Aldrich.
Nice play on the sideline over there by Rousey to poke that one away.
Get some of the bench players in while you have a lead. Owen Hill, 22, 6'2", senior, going to check in for Byron Center, replacing Weichers. Quarter court left. DeWitt to throw it in for Holland Christian. Maroons having trouble breaking out of it. Halbert, and he had to foul somebody to get there, I think. No, it's on who, Copes? I think he said 34. Yep, Grant Copes. Never saw a foul he didn't like. Oops, his first, team's third. And here's Rousey with it. Sorry about that, Grant. And Grant's parents. Hill up top for the Bulldogs. Right side, Rousey. Driving on Copes. Good job to cut him off by Grant. Maroons by 8. 3:03 left. DeWitt goes for a steal and gets called for the push. His second. Team's 4th.
Now Logan's going to have to sit. Maybe.
Weichers back in, and Jeremiah O'Neill, a 5'7" junior, in for the first time for Byron Center.
Coach Kuhl's going to leave him in there and trust him not to pick up that third.
3 minutes left, first period. Already 2 fouls for Logan DeWitt. Here's O'Neill. On a weave, will hand to Weichers. Weichers around a Lake screen at the top. Hand it right there to Hill. Owen Hill down the right side of the lane. Halbert blocked his shot. Ball is loose. Halbert crashes into the stage down to our left. He's all right. Byron Center ball underneath their own basket. Richards gets a rest. And Logan Humphrey, a 6'3" senior, in for the Bulldogs. Maroons lead it 15-7, 2:46 left, first period. Owen Hill to throw it in. He'll bounce it off the left side of the lane to Weichers. Weichers working on DeWitt. DeWitt, good defense, left him short. And then a foul on Byron Center on the way out. That one's going to be on Owen Hill, his first, team's second. Getting a lot of fouls called after plays or behind plays here in the first period. Maroons lead it 15-7. DeWitt right wing with the dribble. Picks it up there up top. Cruzy. Cruzy to DeWitt. DeWitt the drive, careful. Kicks it left side and threw it away. DeWitt slams the wall down in the lobby end. Upset with himself with that pass. Second turnover for Holland Christian. I think he should have shot that one, don't you?
Yeah, he got close enough. He just saw a wide open Grant Copes out of the corner of his eye and tried to get it to him, but the pass went wide.
Weichers over to Lake. Lake the drive into the lane. Fade away from 15. No good for Lake. And a rebound to Krimendahl for Holland Christian. To Cruzy, now to Witt. Logan brings it up. Maroons lead it 15-7. No scoring lately. And DeWitt hesitated and turned it over, the third. And now Halbert gets it back as he takes it away from O'Neill. Halbert in the lane, Euro step. Got it with the left hand, Jackson Halbert.
Another athletic move by Jackson.
That is his strong hand. 17-7, Maroons by 10. 1:48 left, first period. Weichers, right corner. Lob it at the right elbow for Humphrey. Humphrey gets caught under the basket and throws it away. Turnover number 5 for Byron Center.
Good defense, Holland Christian.
Cruzy with the intercept. Here's Halbert. Right corner, Copes, 3 ball. In and out. Rebound pulled out of there by Lake for the Bulldogs. 1:25 left in the first. Maroons by 10. Weichers to O'Neill on the left side. Back to Weichers, or rather to Lake between the rings. Now Lake throws right wing deep Weichers to O'Neill left of the circle. Down in the left-hand corner, the big guy Humphrey, and he threw it away. Turnover number 6 for the Bulldogs.
Nice job there, DeWitt, poking that away.
Halbert with 1:04 left in the first. Out to DeWitt near the center circle. At the left elbow, this is Krimmendall. Right side, Halbert, 4-3, in and out. And a rebound by Lake for Byron Center.
Halbert just a little bit off balance on that shot.
Weichers to the corner with the dribble. Throws it up top for Lake. 43 seconds left, first period. Maroons by 10. Humphrey out of the left corner. One dribble, bounced it off of Cope's foot. Byron Center basketball. Aldrink and Luke Vanderzee for Holland Christian, replacing Halbert and DeWitt. Rousey's back in for Byron Center along with Nick Fedowa.
This has been a long first quarter.
Yes, it has. Fedowa to throw it in. Needs help and finally gets it in to Weichers. Fairly clean for 3. Flop, didn't get the call, and he missed the shot. Offensive rebound, Rousey. Now up to Fedowa. Round down the left side to Weichers. Weichers into Richards, and he was pushed by Krimmendall. Pretty good sell job by Richards that time. Krimmendall picks up his first, team's 5th. So the Maroons getting awfully close to the bonus before the end of the first quarter. 5 team fouls already. Fedowa looking to get it in. Lobs it out in front to Weichers. Weichers has a screen on top from Richards if he wants it. He doesn't. Now Rousey with it deep right, 18 seconds left. Approaching the end of 1, they double Rousey. Get the ball into the hands of Weichers with 12. Maroons try and count it down quickly for Byron Center. Great defense, Cruzy. Now Richards for 3, straight away, no. And a rebound into the hands of Rousey, no. Partially blocked by Aldrink, and that is the end of the first period. After 1, Holland Christian 17, Byron Center 7 on the pledge.
At Jackie's Place, we know the hip thing to do these days is target millennials. So let's try it. Yo, we're not trying to be gassed, but Jackie's Place is lit. So if you want to be on fleek, be the mom and bring the fam to Jackie's Place. The kids will be hashtagging yeet. Basically, Jackie's Place has really yummy food, happy service, and is priced right. Home-cooked meals with breakfast served all day. On West 17th Street, right next to Holland's Boardwalk. Online at jackiesplaceholland.com. I think I slayed it.
WPNW, Zeeland, Holland, Hudsonville, Grand Rapids.
It's the last thing you see when you leave your house, and the first thing you see when you arrive home. Old, dull, boring. It's your garage door. It's time for a Clopay garage door from Quality Door Company. Go modern with wood, steel, maybe even more of a contemporary look with aluminum and glass. Freshen up the first and last thing you see at home with a garage door from Quality Door Company. A Clopay Master Authorized Dealer. Holland, Grand Rapids, Muskegon, and South Haven. Online at qualitydoor.biz.
All right, 1 quarter in the books. A good one for the Maroons. They lead it by 10 at 17-7. How about this for balanced scoring? Scooney 4, Overways 4, Halbert 4, and Aldrink 5. Byron Center gets the ball to begin period number 2. They go right to left, dressed in orange. They double team Rousey. He'll throw it to a wide open Weichers for 3 out of the right. Got it. Yeah, we probably won't see a whole lot more of that double team. Weichers gets his first bucket, make it 17-10. Scooney's back in for Holland Christian. Right elbow, Aldrink. Aldrink looking underneath for Overway. Got it to him. Overway right block. Backs in and a charge. And that was just a little bit of a stumble by Weichers. Big guy on little guy. Big guy gets the foul. Overway's first. Teams 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So next common foul puts Byron Center in the 1-and-1. Good news is Maroons lead it by 7. Rousey to Weichers. Weichers deep right. Across the top of the key. Left side to Hill and a throwaway. Holland Christian, great pass. Scooney to Overway, or to Aldrink. The bucket counts, and Aldrink to the line. How about that pass from Schoonville?
Yeah, I thought they were going to get Aldering for a travel there, but they let him go with the big Euro step. And Byron center faithful not happy with that call.
Rousey picks up his first, team's third. Here's Aldrink at the stripe. Ethan is a 74% free throw shooter, averaging just about 14 a game. He's got half of that now. He scored 17 back in January against the Bulldogs. Missed the free throw. Rebound Richards. Fedewa, now Weichers. 19-10 Holland Christian. Weichers around a screen way out top. They double team him. And underneath, a nice touch pass for a layup for Fedewa. Fedewa with 5. It's 19-12. Players laying all over the court. No whistles. Schoonveld into the lane. Kick it wide open. 3. Aldring short. Rebound off the rim to Overway. Right side to DeBlaycourt, who's in for Holland Christian. And a foul called, I believe, on Richards, given the body language. Yep, Matt Richards picks up his first. That's 4 on Byron center. 32, Jackson Zolek, a 6'4 junior for Byron center for the first time tonight. And I believe it was Clay Lake who checked back in. Vanderzee is out. Halbert back in for Holland Christian. Aldrink right elbow. Back in, and a hold called underneath on 32. He was guarding Overway. That's Zolek in for 2 seconds. Picks up a foul. His first, team's 5th.
Byron Center's going to have a lot more difficult time guarding Overway without Richards in the game.
Lob into Scooney at the right elbow. Cross court, DeBlaycourt. Off the left side of the lane to Overway. Overway back out to Aldrink. Aldrink the drive into the lane, splits the defense, missed the layup. Rebound, Zolek. Get it ahead to Rousey, who will bring it up for the Bulldogs. 19-12 Maroons, 6:22 left first half. Rousey working on Schoonville. Rousey gets in the lane. That's Weichers for a 14-footer right side of the lane on a fadeaway that's good.
Shooter's touch on that one.
Sawyer Weichers with 5. 19-14, that's what I thought. Up top, Schoonveld from Halbert. Right corner, Aldrink to the elbow, to Overway on the block. Flop Byron center, no call, Overway the layup. 6 for Jalen Overway.
Without Richards in the game, they're going to have a tough time stopping that.
Here is Rousey all the way home for an easy 2. His first basket. 21-16, 5:35 left in the half. Scooney to Aldrink down the lane. Big collision underneath and a charge. He started to call block, and then he called charge. Weichers took it. Turnover number 5 for Aldrink, his first foul. Team's 8th. No shots on a player-controlled foul. Going to see Paul Quinn replacing DeBlaycourt for Holland Christian. Matt Richards is going to replace Zolek for Byron Center.
Aldrink a little overzealous on that drive to the basket. They had it walled off pretty good.
Aldrink, Halbert, Cruzy, Quinn, and Overway now. DeWitt protecting 2 fouls on the bench. Here's Rousey to bring it up. 21-16, 5-point lead Maroons. Weichers, a long left-handed 3, no. In the lane, Cruzy skies for the rebound.
He does that a couple times a game, gets way up in the air.
We give it to Halbert. Halbert goes right corner for Aldrink, and it comes to Overway. Overway double team, back to Aldrink for 3 over Fedewa. Got it. Ethan Aldrink with his second three-pointer of the night. He's in double figures with 10.
Beautiful shot, Ethan Aldrink.
24-16, Holland Christian running in. Rousey, no shot. Hold by Cruzy, I believe, before the shot. Cruzy's first. Team's, how many? 8th? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's what I've got. 8. Rousey to the line, 2 points on the night. Had 5 against the Maroons back in January at Byron Center. His right-handed free throw is too strong. Twice off the rim. Rebound, Cruzy. 1 dribble. Ahead it comes to Aldrink and into the front court. 24-16, Holland Christian. Under 5 to play in the half. Aldrink dribbling up top. He'll get it right side to Quinn. Paul Quinn, who hasn't played much lately, gets it to Cruzy. Back to Quinn. Now on a weave. Halbert, long 3 off the back. No. Offensive rebound for Jalen Overway. Over Richards. Blocked by Richards. And Byron Center away with it. Here's Sam Weichers. Weichers down to the left wing with the dribble. Stops at quarter court. Gets it back up to Rousey. Cross court it comes to Lake. 24-16, Holland Christian. Here's Weichers through the defense. Left hand scoop, got it. Sawyer Weichers with 7. 24-16, 24-18 now, 4:08 left in the half. Aldring back to Halbert, sideline left. One dribble, cross court to Cruzy. Underneath, Aldring, triple team, knocked out of his hands by Fedewa. Holland Christian ball on the baseline. They'll say Fedewa got all ball. In for Byron Center is Christian Leslie. Quinn's going to sit down. Logan DeWitt carrying 2 fouls back in for Holland Christian. Baseline left inbounds play for the Maroons. DeWitt will throw it in. Lob it off the left side of the lane to Aldrink around an overway screen. 12-footer, Aldrink missed it. Rebound on a weak side taken out of there by Lake. Clay Lake across the timeline with a right-hand dribble. Around a Richards screen, back to Richards on the pick and roll. Too strong off the glass, rebound Overway. Overway ahead to DeWitt. Diagonal pass ahead, Halbert thought about the 3 and he walked.
Little indecision there by Jackson Halbert.
6th turnover for Holland Christian. Eli Krimendahl replacing Overway for the Maroons. Here comes Scooney for Holland Christian replacing Aldrink. And 25, Lucas Kramer in for Byron Center. Coach Rodriguez going deep into his bench on this one here tonight. 24-18, 6-point lead Holland Christian, 3:36 left first half. Sawyer Weichers to bring it up. Crossing the timeline. Token screen from Lake. Up top, Fedewa. Left side down to Kramer. Kramer dribbles up to the wing. Gets it to Leslie. And around to Lake. Lake pull up 3 off the dribble. Got it. Clay Lake's first basket of the night is a triple. 24-21, that is. And DeWitt off the right wing. Schoonveld down the left side of the lane. And a foul. Scooney to the line to shoot a pair. Foul, Lucas Kramer. Kramer's first, team 6th.
Not sure what happened to Matthew Richards for Byron Center, but he went to the locker room.
So Eli Schoonveld line right to shoot 2 for the Maroons. Schooning a 50% free throw shooter. He didn't play. He wasn't playing yet back on the 17th of January. So he didn't play when these teams met the first time. Missed that one. He's averaging 4.8 since he's been back in the lineup. Starting back at the game at Holland High. 4 points here so far tonight. And missed them both. And a rebound with the long arm of Lake into the hand of Fedewa. Fedewa to Leslie, back to Fedewa. Fedewa down the right side of the lane with the drive. That's got to be a charge, and it is. That's Schoonveld who took the charge, no basket. Fedewa's foul is first, team 7th turnover for Byron Center. How about Schoonveld doing it all for the Maroons?
Great defensive play.
We're under 3 to play in the half. Maroons lead it by 3 at 24-21.
Each team, I think, with 1 player in the locker room now. I think Aldring just came back from the locker room.
Got the right wrist taped up. DeWitt kicks it right wing. This is Halbert. Halbert bounce pass Cruzy, left side DeWitt. Up top, Halbert. 2-3 zone, Byron Center. Cruzy. Weicher's got a hand on it. Maroons control. Halbert, left wing. Cruzy at the right of the circle. Back to Halbert. Cross court, DeWitt. DeWitt back to Halbert. Back to DeWitt at the top. In the lane. Schoonveld underneath Krimendahl. Shot blocked. And everybody goes flying into the bench. And this is going to be a Holland Christian foul on Eli Krimendahl. Chasing the ball, he ran over one of the Byron Center players. That's a no-no. Krimendahl's second. Team's 9th. 1-1 for Christian Leslie, a 5'10 junior guard. Overway back into the Holland Christian lineup, replacing Krimendahl. First one up and good. Leslie gets his first point, and if he gets the bonus, he'll have his team within 1. Aldrink's back in. Cruzy's going to sit down. And for Byron Center, Logan Humphreys back at 6'3", a senior, to replace Lucas Kramer. Meanwhile, Leslie at the line. Second one up, and got it. 1 point ball game. Give Byron Center credit for crawling back into this one.
This was a 10-point game at the quarter mark.
Richards coming back from the locker room. On a weave, Schoonveld to Halbert. Left corner, Aldrich the drive, and he lost control of it. And a foul on Byron Center. Thank you very much. That's Fido's foul, his second. Team's eighth, 1-1 for Aldrich.
Maroons continue to struggle from the line. 0 for 3 to start this game.
Aldrich, the best free throw shooter on the team at 74%. Got it. Gives him 11. Nice to see him back. He had a total of 7 in his last 2 games. Not feeling well. He had 17 against the Bulldogs back in January. And he made them both. Good time for 2 good free throws. 26-23, 2 minutes left first half. And Scooney gets a steal. The 8th turnover against Byron Center. Schoonveld got pushed and won.
Great 2-man basketball. Logan DeWitt and Eli Schoonveld.
Schoonveld pushed by Leslie. Christian's first. Team's 9th. And 1 coming for Scooney. Just told you a minute ago, 50%. Unlimited action so far this year. Increasing his average in this game. Up and good. He's got 7. Cameron Rousey, starter back. Fidoa out for Byron Center. 29-23 Maroons. 1:53 left first half. Rousey to walk it up right side. Stops 3 feet inside the timeline. Kicks it left side to Leslie. Leslie, the dribble. Maroons 2-3 zone on defense. Up top to Lake. Way up top. Right side, Rousey. They follow him up between the rings. Reverse it right side. Weichers. Come around on the left to Rousey, the drive. Cut off outside the lane to Lake. Lake's 3 on the way after a nice fake is good. Clay Lake with his second 3 ball of the night. He's got 6. It's 29-26 Maroons. DeWitt to Halbert, sideline left to Overway, left block. Overway backing in on Richards, up and under, missed it. And a rebound to Weichers. Weichers brings it up. Under a minute to play and a half. Kick the ball, Logan DeWitt. Byron Center out of bounds on the sideline. And now Matt Richards comes in. That wasn't Richards that Overway was fighting with. It was Logan Humphrey under there. My bad. And Weichers just inside half court left. Lobs it into the back court for Rousey. Rousey across the timeline. One hands it over to Leslie. Leslie gets a screen from Lake. Bounces it instead to Rousey. Rousey sees the lane. Jumps to the left side of the lane. Back up top, Leslie. Now the right side to Lake with 40 seconds left in the half. Maroons trying to convince him the clock's running out. It isn't. And there is a left-hand scoop by Lake, but a follow-up from the right side. Actually, Lake made the basket. Richards was the guy who missed it. And it's a 1-point lead for the Maroons. 20 seconds left in the first half. Aldrich just inside the timeline with the slow dribble. Now he drives to the right elbow and pulls it back out. Kicks it back for Schoonveld. Schoonveld's 3 is on the way short. Rebound Richards. Richards tried the baseball pass and Halbert blocked it. Byron Center came away with the ball, but still in the back court. After 2, it's a 1-point lead for Holland Christian. Our score is 29-28. We'll be back in just a moment.
There once was a mom who lived next door to Lou. Motors.com looked at all the cars like dresses for prom. They oohed and they ahed at the sleek and the sporty. They liked what they saw for a girl not yet 40. An Outlander would do. It was just the right fit. So they drove to Verhaeghe in the cars just to sit. Cindy loved how she felt in the sweet SUVs. There was room for her cat and her kids' growing knees. She was even more thrilled with the time she had saved and the laid-back way her salesperson behaved. She was so overjoyed with her perfect new
leadership in the workplace, the church, and the community. Discover your student's future at calvin.edu/Byron.
Individual scoring in the first half for Byron Center. Clay Lake leads them with 8. They got 7 from Sawyer Weichers, 5 from Nick Fedewa. Matthew Richards has 4, and 2 apiece from Cameron Rousey, and 2 points off the bench, a couple of free throws from Christian Leslie. For Holland Christian, Ethan Aldrink leads them with 12. Eli Schoonveld with 7. Jalen Overway with 6. And Jackson Halbert with 4. A 29-28 lead for the Maroons here at the half.
The busy season is upon us. Moms, you know what I mean. Endless days of running kids to school, sports, and anything else that comes up. With as much time as you'll be spending with your most precious cargo in the car, it makes sense to spend a few minutes making sure your ride is in tip-top shape. OK Tire is inviting you to stop in and let the pros check it all out. From tires to brakes, belts, and hoses, and everything in between, we will make sure you're safe on the road.
OK Tire, your hometown tire store in Holland, Hamilton, and Zeeland.
Got our gas furnace working yet?
Afraid it's time to replace it.
What are you thinking?
I'm thinking Daikin, one of the top-selling brands worldwide.
Daikin?
Daikin, extremely reliable, performance tested.
Daikin?
Daikin, super efficient, saving you lots of money on energy bills.
Now I'm thinking Daikin.
Call Bremer and Bauman at 396-7716 and ask about the $79 furnace tune-up special. That's 396-7716.
Maroons by 1 at the half, 29-28. Here's Scott with a look at shooting percentages.
For Holland Christian, they were 3 of 6 from the free throw line, 50%, 10 of 18 on 2-point shots for 56%, 2 of 7 from the 3-point arc for 29%. Overall shooting for the Maroons in the first half, 12 of 25, 48%. For the visiting Byron Center Bulldogs, 2 of 3 from the free throw line, 67%, 7 of 17 from 2-point land for 41%. They were 4 of 8 on their 3-pointers for 50%. Overall shooting for Byron Center in the first half, 11 of 25 for 44%. Byron Center out-rebounding Holland Christian 15-12.
All About Team. You make the call on a held ball and a new poster child for multi-sport participation. It's all next on This Week in High School Sports, powered by Michigan Student Aid, Michigan's go-to resource for student financial aid. Hi again, everyone. I'm John Johnson, and welcome to This Week in High School Sports. Gymnastics is one of the few sports that is individual and team in nature. Someone who understands that well is Elena Vargo, who was a Division I individual gymnastics champion a year ago and who also led her Farmington United squad to a second straight team title. She's undefeated in her career and took the all-around crown while helping her team to a first place last weekend at the always tough Canton Invitational. A 4.0 student, Vargo just missed perfection at Canton with a 9.9 in the vault. And in keeping with the theme of All About Team, that's where she gives the credit.
It comes down to, you know, your team always beating you, your ability to stay focused and perform in. Not just one person on our team is going to win it for us. We all have to work together, and we definitely have been working on that, and it definitely showed up this Canton meet.
You can read more about Elena Vargo and Farmington United Gymnastics on the second half page of the MHSAA website. Individual 60-point games in boys basketball are rare, but last week we had 2 of them, and they get our game balls this week. Javon Hanna of Mount Clemens set a school and Macomb County record with 60 points against Pontiac Arts and Tech, and Brad Simonson of Houghton scored 63 against Ishpeming. The last time anyone had ever gone over 60 was Malik Ellison of Flint Beecher 3 years ago, and before that, you had to go back to 1997 when Gregory Grays of Southfield Lathrop popped for 60. Back with more in a moment. You're listening to This Week in High School Sports.
Need money for college? You need My Student Aid. My Student Aid is the go-to resource that helps Michigan families find money to pay for college. Plus, they'll guide you through the financial aid process and answer any questions you have. For grants, scholarships, and more, connect with My Student Aid, helping make college affordable for everyone. Learn more at michigan.gov/MIStudentAid.
Our weekly Be the Referee feature takes a look into the fine art of officiating with Sam Davis.
Let's try a you make the call play today. The offensive player jumps in an effort to take a shot or make a pass. The defensive player reaches out and is able to place their hands on the ball to keep the offensive player from releasing it. And the offensive player returns to the floor with the ball. You make the call. There was no contact, so there is no foul. Is it a traveling violation, or is it a held ball with the ball going to the team with the possession arrow in its favor? Some old-timers out there might remember that until about 1990, a traveling violation would have been called on this play. But the rules now call for a held ball in this situation, with the possession arrow, which has just been introduced 5 years earlier in 1985, prevailing.
Thanks, Sam. You can be a referee. Go to the MHSAA website now to register. A lot of interesting stories come to light during Super Bowl week every year, and this year the focus came before the game to the fine quarterback of the Kansas City Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes. His story made him the latest poster child for multiple sport participation. Some Detroit Tigers fans first heard of Mahomes as a future pitching draft pick. He was also a pretty good basketball player in high school. And it was that combination of everything that he learned through multi-sport participation when he was younger that has now made him one of the best players in professional football. Wayne Gretzky, John Smoltz, Patrick Mahomes, and others are now proving that pushing a child into specialization in a single sport from the time they exit the womb is a red herring. Yes, there are some that excel on that one sport track, but the evidence is growing that multi-sport participation gives the athletes a higher chance of success, fewer injuries, becoming more coachable and a better teammate, and actually enjoying sports for a lifetime. And it also kills that sucking sound in the night of money for travel teams, private trainers, and the like from coming out of parents' wallets. A quick reminder that winter tournament action begins this week on MHSAA TV with Wrestling Districts. Subscribe to MHSAA TV for just $10.99 per month to catch all the action. You've been listening to This Week in High School Sports, powered by Michigan Student Aid, a production of the MHSAA Network. Thanks for joining us, everyone. I'm John Johnson. We'll see you next time.
Thank you, Mr. Johnson. Back with you at the Civic Center now, just about ready to go with quarter number 3. Maroons with a 1-point lead, 29-28. If you joined us late, Holland Christian got off to a great start. They led 17-7 after the first 8 minutes. Byron Center outscored them 21-12 in that second period. Here we are, a 1-point lead for the Maroons. At 29-28, it will be Holland Christian basketball to begin period number 3. Can we find the magic back, Scott?
Let's see what happens here in the third quarter.
Aldrich into DeWitt. Guarded by Rousey at this stage. DeWitt with just the 2 fouls now. Off the right elbow, this is Aldrich. Up top, DeWitt. Halbert for 3. Short. Rebound tipped into the hands of Byron Center by Schoonveld. Here is Weichers with it. And that one kicked almost up into the balcony by Logan DeWitt. Logan DeWitt puts up the field goal good sign. That was a nice kick.
He gets several of those, doesn't he?
Fedewa gets it into Rousey for the Bulldogs. Going left to right as we view the court here in the second half. Rousey fancy behind the back dribble to Lake between the rings. Lake high screen, pick and roll. Richards missed it and tipped into the hands of DeWitt for Holland Christian. I don't think Richards could believe he missed that runner. DeWitt bounced it on the baseline. Schoonvelt, right corner Aldrich, quickly up Halbert. Right side DeWitt, 3-ball, got it!
Good passing, Holland Christian. Way to move the ball
Everybody
around.
on the outside touches it. DeWitt the 3, it's 32-28.
Coach Cool loves that play.
Weichers with it for the Bulldogs. On a weave, handed to Fedowa. In the lane, Lake, two-hand jam, play, Lake. That got the Byron Center fans going. Well, got the team going anyway. I'm not sure they have any fans here. And a turnover against Holland Christian as Richards took it away from Halbert. Turnover number 7 for the Maroons. That happened right in front of the Maroon student section. Rousey into the front court for the Bulldogs. Maroons by 2. Early stages, third period. DeWitt needs to be a little bit careful. Rousey gets it to Fedowa, sideline left up top to Weichers. Around to Clay on the right. Mid-post right. The spin move up and in by Matthew Richards. He catches it down there. He's going to score. DeWitt. Right side Halbert. Got Lake airborne. Tried to hand it through Richards, and that's a turnover for Holland Christian, their 8th. Maroons trying to do a little bit too much with the fancy passing now. Pull up, Fedowa 3, no good. Rebound loose on the deck. Weichers takes it away from Aldrich. Free throw, or rather layup by Weichers, missed on the left side of the basket. Here come the Maroons. Aldrich, right corner, Halbert, open 3, no. Aldrich had the rebound, still has the rebound on the baseline. Aldrich back up to Overway, top of the key. On the run, Halbert waits for the defense to fly by and gets the easy layup. That's a real nice assist from Jalen Overway. 34-32, Holland Christian. 5:32 left. Right corner, Fedowa. Up top to Lake. Back to Fedowa, right corner 3. No. Rebound to Schoonvelt. No numbers. Scooney into the lane anyway. Right out to Halbert. Halbert to the left elbow and backs it out. 34-32, Holland Christian, under 5 to play in the third. DeWitt at the right elbow to Overway. Overway lets Scooney go by. Overway working on Richards in the lane. Cut off, turns around, left hand up and in. Jalen Overway.
Great move.
Fun battle between the two big men in this one. Both of them very proficient underneath. Lake for Byron Center. Maroons up 4:33 left in the third period. Rousey between the rings. Left side, Weichers. Weichers directing traffic. Good spacing for Byron Center. Lake with a high screen. Right side, Rousey open on the zone for a moment. And then it's Weichers for 3 straight away.
Good ball fake there.
10 for Weichers, 36-35 Maroons. DeWitt dribbling left wing. Left block, this is Overway. Overway kicks it right side. Scooney's got an open 3. And good! Schoonvelt. Double figures for Schoonvelt. Timeout. Somebody.
Coach Cool, 30 seconds.
Overway and Richards get tangled up inadvertently. And a 30-second timeout called by Holland Christian. Gives us a chance to remind you that the 2020 Champs coupon books are available now. They feature 2-for-1s at restaurants, golf courses, and many other local retailers. Get the best deals in town with your 2020 Champs coupon book. They can be purchased at Holland Christian High School, the Zeeland Print Shop, Quality Car Wash locations in Holland, and the Holland locations of the Russ's restaurants. The cost of the book can be made up using just the first few coupons. So pick up your 2020 Champs coupon book just as soon as you can. 3:54 left, third period. 39-35 Holland Christian. Schoonvelt into double figures with 10. Byron Center basketball. Weichers to bring it up. Cross to Fedowa. Maroons zone on defense. Byron Center looking for a way to get inside the zone to the big guy. Lake's got the high screen. Rousey doesn't use it. Weicher's a long three off the back of the iron, no, but Lake's got a rebound. Underneath, Richards up and in. Nice pass from Lake to Richards. Matthews got 8. 39-37 Maroons. DeWitt to Cruzy for 3. No, air ball. Out of bounds. I think that bounced inbounds, and the official called it before it actually went out, but out of bounds to Byron Center on the air ball from Cruzy.
Cruzy tried to rush that three-point shot.
3:10 left in the third. Maroons by 2. Bulldog basketball. Weichers across the timeline. Right side to Fedewa. Back to Weichers. Weichers at the top, gets a screen from Fedewa, dribbles it into the double team, almost in trouble. Fedewa got it back now to Weichers. Weichers right side, Rousey. Rousey the drive, kicks it right corner, Lake. Lake working on a much shorter Adam Cruzy. Up top to Rousey. Now Cruzy comes back to the top of the zone at the free throw line. Fedewa knocked out of his hands. Rousey picks up the loose ball, fires from 15, no good. And a push called on Jalen Overway. Nope. Aldrink with the rebounding foul. That is unusual as all get out. His second, team's first. Overway's going to sit down. Emily Krimendahl is back in. Also going to get Grant Copes for Holland Christian. Aldrink will get a rest. 39-37 to 36 left third period. Fedewa baseline right. Looking and lobs it into Weichers. Almost fell out of bounds with it. We'll dribble it up to the top of the key. Maroons look to be playing that triangle in 2. Here is Lake for 3, and he got it. He's a pretty good shooter, huh?
Byron Center takes the lead.
Clay Lake with 13. First time tonight, Bulldogs have led it at 40-39. DeWitt gets Richards airborne and then misses the layup. Weak side rebound. Copes to put it up and in. Grant's first basket of the night. Maroons back on top by 1. Fedewa to Lake, straightaway 3. Got it again. Clay Lake with 16. 43-41 Bulldogs. DeWitt on a weave to Halbert. Reverse it to DeWitt left side. DeWitt dribbles up between the circles. Right elbow Copes. One dribble, DeWitt. And a hold called on Leslie. His second, team's first. Owen Hill checks in. Matthew Richards sits down for Byron Center. And the Maroons breathe a sigh of relief. DeWitt outside quarter court left into Halbert. Back to DeWitt. 1:37 left to play third period. Byron Center by 2. Great feed. Krimendahl to Halbert for the jam.
Halbert had to quickly corral that basketball, but he did it and made the jam.
Tied at 43. 8 for Halbert. Great feed from Krimendahl. Hill up to Weichers in the center circle. Right side it comes to Leslie. Leslie up to Lake. Near steal by DeWitt. It's still loose. DeWitt down after it. Out of bounds. Off of Byron Center. Belongs to Holland Christian.
How about the hustle from Logan DeWitt?
That's the 9th Byron Center turnover. He's Ethan Aldrink back into the lineup. Halbert will sit down. DeWitt triggers an inbounds play baseline right with 1:08 left in the third. Tie ball game. Into Krimendahl. Up to Copes. Back to DeWitt for 3. Nope. And a rebound tipped out of bounds. Belongs to Holland Christian. Came off Fedewa. Or whether off of Weichers. He didn't think so. Arguing the point with the man in stripes. DeWitt now comes over midway baseline left side to throw it in. And he'll lob it into Krimendahl. Krimendahl to the elbow to pick it off. Here's Cruzy right wing. Cruzy wants to dribble it a couple of times. Has it up top, takes Weichers to the three-point line and hands to DeWitt. DeWitt spins in, gets it back to Cruzy. Bounce it to Copes. Copes fakes right, goes left, and threw it away. Turnover number 9 for Holland Christian. Leslie over to Lake. Now Weichers out of the corner. Krimendahl cut him off. Weichers will dribble it all the way up to the top of the key. Tie game, 30 seconds left, third period. Weichers, slow dribble, 5 feet inside the three-point line, or the timeline, rather. Weichers with 18 seconds.
Crimmendall at 6'8", out guarding at half court.
And they're going to call a block on Crimmendall. Just that little chest bump. He didn't alter the path of the ball at all, but they'll call it Crimmendall's third, team's second. Referees have sort of swallowed their whistles here in the third period. Fedowa triggers, just outside of quarter court left. 12.9 left, tie game. Lake all the way in the lane, fade away from 10, no good. Offensive rebound, Fedowa up and a foul. Fedowa to the line no, they're going to say before the shot.
4 on Crimmendall, though, I think.
They're going to say the foul occurred before the shot, and it is Crimmendall's fourth. Team's third. That must have been away from the ball. O'Neal and Kramer in for Byron Center. Weichers and Lake will go out. Here's Overway for Holland Christian, replacing Crimmendall. 6.9 left, third period, tie ball game. Byron Center, baseline inbounds play. Fedowa to throw it in. Baby. Bounce it to, to Holland Christian. Turnover Byron Center, their 10. Aldrink, big step, and they call a walk or a foul?
I think he called a foul.
Called a foul. So Aldrink got the bucket, fortunately. Coach Rodriguez all the way out on the court wanting to know what happened here at the end of the quarter. Meanwhile, Aldrink just standing at the stripe to our left all by himself. Time expired here in the third.
Aldrink really utilizing that Euro step.
And what? Now Aldrink's not going to shoot the free throw? Well, we don't know what's going on here, folks. There was no foul. Even though it was obviously called, there was a whistle. The officials have waved it off. It's 45-43 Maroons.
Hi, Holland Christian fans. I'm Travis Dreyer, part owner of Compound Door. When you think about replacing your garage door, think of us at Compound Door. We carry the Wayne Dalton line of garage doors powered by LiftMaster. Wayne Dalton offers a large selection of traditional or carriage house styles in steel, fiberglass, or wood. Come see the full collection of Wayne Dalton doors at Compound Door on the corner of New Holland and 136 in Holland, or online at compounddoor.com. Compounddoor.com.
A great team doesn't happen overnight. It takes years of conditioning and hard work. It takes vision and a serious commitment to be the best you can be to strengthen and empower the team to its full potential. This is the legacy of Barber Ford. From your first step into the showroom to your regular oil changes, even to service and body work, you can feel Barber Ford's deep commitment to serving you. And it reaches further than that into the community with a commitment to making a difference. Barber Ford new pre-owned service and body shop. Online at barberford.net.
Senior Nick Fedowa trying to make a point with the guys in stripes. He catches the inbounds pass and is double teamed. He'll throw it over to Rossi. They double team him. Back to Fedowa into the front court for Byron Center. Maroons up 2 at the end of 3. We start the fourth period with Byron Center having the ball. Nice pass underneath from Lake to Hill. He misses the layup. Another offensive rebound for Byron Center. Here is Lake from 15. He's human and he missed it. And Overway got pushed down, no call, but saved into the hands of Schoonville. Here come the Maroons with a 2-point lead. Halbert to Aldrink between the rings. Now DeWitt will set up the offense. Man-to-man defense, Byron Center. DeWitt at the right elbow, Overway on the cut from the back door. It is Halbert. He lost control of the ball, fell down. Timeout, Holland Christian. Great timeout to save the possession for the Maroons. And this will be a 30-second timeout for Holland Christian. Scott, I think this one's going down to the wire.
Sure seems like it. I give Byron Center a lot of credit in this game. They were down 10 points at the end of the first quarter, but they have fought back with some great three-point shooting. They've made 7 of them here.
Called surviving the storm. Maroons will be back home Tuesday night. And a game that is scheduled to tip off at sometime around 7 o'clock will feature an out-of-conference game for Holland Christian, as they will invite and entertain the Squires of Calvin Christian. They'll be on the air here on the Pledge at about 7 o'clock.
It's been a long time since we've invited the Squires to the Civic Center.
Yeah, no kidding. So DeWitt, baseline left to throw it in. 7:20 left in the game. Holland Christian by 2. Maroons are confused as to what set they're supposed to be in. And now Halbert gets it to Aldrink. Aldrink dribbles inside the three-point arc and then back out. Rousey trying very hard to foul Aldrich, it looked like. Finally got the whistle. Rousey's second, team second. It's only one foul called on Byron Center in that entire third quarter.
Rowski's one of those pesky little guys that can make life miserable for you.
Aldrich, sideline left, bounces it into DeWitt. Now a 2-3 zone from Byron Center the way it looks. DeWitt, right side, Scooney, right corner, Helbert. Helbert to the lane and then back out to DeWitt for a three that's way short. And picked out of the air by Richards. Lake, nice pass ahead. Fido, a layup. No, but he is fouled by Schoonveld. Good foul by Scooney. He picks up his first and the team's fourth. So Fido will go to the strike. Nick's a 5'11 senior. 5 points in this one. Had 4 back on the 17th of January against the Maroons. He'll right-handed up. Way short. Somebody move the baskets. If he makes, Fido is going to sit down in favor of Weichers. On the way, and good. That'll make it a 1-point lead for Holland Christian at 45-44. Aldrich will get it into DeWitt. No pressure. DeWitt walking it up. Now picks up the pace, and Richards got his hands on it and saved it. Lazy pass. Richards just took it away from Overway. 10 turnovers for the Maroons. That was unlike DeWitt. Rousey, right wing up to Lake between the rings. Off the left side of the lane for Richards. Back to Weichers. Weichers double team, backs it out, gets it to Hill. Right corner, Rousey, and a blocking foul on DeWitt. Hill just fell, or rather Rousey fell down. DeWitt was trying to get out of his way, and they called the foul on DeWitt.
Rousey completely out of control there.
DeWitt's third, team's fifth. Hill comes over to throw it in baseline right. That was a terrible call. Bounce it in to Weichers off the right elbow, Richards. He'll hand it to Lake, back to Richards on the block. Richards double teamed, Helbert in to tie him up. Great job, Jackson Helbert, to tie up Matthew Richards. Alternating possession to Holland Christian, Krimendahl in, and Schoonveld out. And the Maroons go with the big lineup now. Aldrich, Krimendahl, Overway, and Helbert all over 6'5". DeWitt at 6 feet. Krimendahl top of the key. Lob it in the lane to Overway. Overway spins to his left, puts it up and in.
Beautiful move with the left hand.
10 for Overway, 47-44 Holland Christian.
Left Richards in his dust on that one.
Now Richards on the block. What do you bet he tries to do the same thing? He does, up and good.
What a battle.
Every time Overway makes a move, so does Richards. 47-46. DeWitt all the way down the lane, lost control. Turnover number 11. Second turnover in a row for Logan DeWitt. Lake's got it left wing. 4-3 over Krimendahl. Not that time. Rebound Helbert. Helbert for the Maroons will bring it up. And now leave it for DeWitt. 47-46 Maroons. DeWitt, Krimendahl. Lob it in the lane to Overway. Back out to DeWitt for 3. No. Rebound. Loose. Krimendahl's got it on the deck. And what? Held ball. Alternating possession to Byron Center. They get the ball down 1, 5:14 left in the game.
Maroons missed an opportunity there. DeWitt had a good look from 3.
And now out sweeping up and mopping up the floor underneath the basket to our left.
A lot of bodies laying in the lane there.
Half-court defense from Holland Christian. As Rousey will bring it up. And now timeout called by Byron Center. Full timeout. Maroons up 1. 5:10 left in the ball game.
Holland Trailer. We know trailers. We sell them. We rent them. We fix them. Have a DIY project? Want to fix a trailer on your own? We sell the parts you need. Standard and custom designs available. Hundreds of options and brands like SureTrack and Interstate 1. Competitive pricing. It's all waiting for you at Holland Trailer. Holland Trailer, making all your hauling easy. Find us on Old Chicago Drive near Van Hill and at hollandtrailer.com. That's hollandtrailer.com.
Michigan ENT and allergy specialists provide a unique approach to patient care by offering a variety of specialties under one roof. With exceptional care for all ages suffering from ear, nose, throat, or allergy issues, Michigan ENT and Allergy Specialists is the place to go for high-quality testing and treatment. With offices in the Holland, Grand Haven, and Granville communities, they've got you covered. Find them on the web at MichiganENTallergy.com. That's MichiganENTallergy.com.
47-46, Holland Christian the lead over Byron Center. 5:10 left in the ball game. Byron Center's basketball. Weichers with Rossi, Richards, Lake, and Hill.
Let's see if the Bulldogs have a set play here.
Rossi dribbles down the left side of the lane to Lake. Back underneath, Richards, and they're going to call a push on Overway before he got the shot off. Overway picks up his second. And boy, when you're guarding Matthew Richards all night, 2 fouls at this point of the game, not bad at all. That is the 6th on the team.
That has been a physical matchup.
Owen Hill to throw it in, baseline left. And he'll bounce it in off the block to Richards. Back right underneath to Hill. Somebody forgot to block him out. Always watch the guy that throws it in. Hill's first basket gives Byron Center the lead, 48-47. 4:44 left. Left elbow, Overway. And a block against Holland Christian inside away from the basketball. Moving screen set by Logan DeWitt, who just picked up his 4th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on the team. Player possession foul, no shots. Rousey's going to sit down. Fedewa back in for Byron Center. They get the ball with a 1-point lead and 4:39 left to play. How many times haven't we been in this situation this season? Everyone's having a hard time getting over the hump late in close ball games. Outside the arc right for Richards. He'll dribble it into the lane and put it up with the right hand and good. Richards with 12. 3-point lead for Byron Center, their biggest of the ball game. Here's Aldring, sideline right, pinned by Fedewa. Dribbles out of it to Halbert. Halbert gets the screen from Krimendahl. Leaves it for DeWitt. DeWitt right side, Overway, right corner, Aldring, 3-ball. No. And a rebound by Krimendahl. Good offensive rebound, Eli Krimendahl. DeWitt's got it. He'll back it out, playing with 4 fouls and 3:53 left in the ball game. Logan DeWitt. Halbert outside the arc left will pop the 3 offline and short. Rebound into the hands of Weichers for Byron Center. Now the ball in a 3-point lead for the Bulldogs. Dribbling, sideline right deep. Bounce it off the right side of the lane to Richards. Richards, big step in, off the glass and good. Now Overway's going to have to get a little more physical with him. That's too easy. 52-47 Bulldogs. DeWitt down the lane, fouled. Logan DeWitt to the line to shoot 2. Who'd he get? Richards?
I think so.
Yep. Richards picks up his second, team's 3rd. Logan DeWitt to the stripe, a 53% free throw shooter, averaging just under 8 points a game. Only 3 in this one, but he only had 1 against Byron Center back in January.
And again, the Maroons just 50% from the line tonight.
Up and no good. Schoonveld for Krimendahl. Aldring passing along some instructions to DeWitt and Schoonveld. Second free throw is good. And Maroons go full court press. Here's Fedewa. Pull up in the lane from 6, no, got his own rebound. Up it comes to Weichers. Back to Lake between the circles. Lake to Fedewa deep right. Right hand corner, Lake the drive around DeWitt, who can't follow him, scoop, score, Lake. Play Lake, game high 18, 54-48. And Halbert out of control. Tried to pass it, got it too high, hit the back of the backboard with it. Turnover number 12 for Holland Christian.
You can start to see the doubt on some of the Maroons' faces here.
Rousey in for Hill for the Byron Center Bulldogs. Token pressure this time. Not really. Man-to-man defense. Fedewa. Back to Rousey. Sideline left to Weichers. They threaten the double and try to trap Weichers. Rousey's got it. Underneath, Richards. Double team. Got it out of trouble to Fedewa. Back to Weichers. Top of the key, Lake. Back up it comes to Rousey. 54-48, 2:19 left. Byron Center content to let the air out of the ball at this point. Maroons trying to screen and double. Into Lake on the block. Tried to get it other side of the lane. Did for Richards to put it up and in. Unselfish basketball for Byron Center. Richards has 16. The lead is 8 for the Bulldogs.
And no timeouts.
2 minutes left in the game, and there's the timeout called by Holland Christian. This will be a full timeout. We're back in a moment.
It's the last thing you see when you leave your house, and the first thing you see when you arrive home. Old, dull, boring. It's your garage door. It's time for a Clopay garage door from Quality Door Company. Go modern with wood, steel, maybe even more of a contemporary look with aluminum and glass. Freshen up the first and last thing you see at home with a garage door from Quality Door Company. A Clopay Master Authorized Dealer. Holland, Grand Rapids, Muskegon, and South Haven. Online at qualitydoor.biz.
At Jackie's Place, we know the hip thing to do these days is target millennials. So let's try it. Yo, we're not trying to be gassed, but Jackie's Place is lit. So if you want to be on fleek, be the mom and bring the fam to Jackie's Place. The kids will be hashtagging yeet. Basically, Jackie's Place has really yummy food, happy service, and is priced right. Home-cooked meals with breakfast served all day. On West 17th Street, right next to Holland's Boardwalk. Online at jackiesplaceholland.com. I think I slayed it.
Well, it's not totally surprising. Byron Center has beaten Unity Christian and Zeeland West in recent weeks, and they took Zeeland East to overtime. So they're a good ball club.
They certainly are, and the Maroons knew they were going to have a battle on their hands here tonight.
So Aldrich gets it in to DeWitt. Here come the Maroons. They're down by 8 with under 2 minutes in the ball game. DeWitt goes right side, Schoonveld. Right corner, Halbert. Up top, DeWitt. You don't have a lot of time to play around with it. Got to get some shots up. You're down by 8. Aldrich in the lane. Left corner, Halbert, 3 ball. Got it. Halbert for 3. He's got 11. 56-51. Double team in the backcourt on Weichers. And timeout called by Coach Rodriguez, sensing Weichers was in trouble. And this will be a 30-second timeout by Byron Center, giving us an opportunity to remind you one last time that the 2020 Champs coupon books are now available. They feature 2-for-1s at restaurants, golf courses, and many other local retailers. Get the best deals in town with your 2020 Champs coupon book. They can be purchased at Holland Christian, High School, Zeeland Print Shop, Quality Car Washes, and the Russ's Restaurants locations. The $25 cost of the book can be made up using just the first few coupons. Pick up your 2020 Champs coupon book just as soon as you can. All right, Maroons will finish the last minute and a half with Halbert, Aldrich, DeWitt, Schoonveld, and Overway. They're starting 5. And we also have starting 5 on the court for Byron Center. Fedewa to get it in. It's got to go the length of the court. Into Weichers. Maroons are not double teaming way back there. Maroons will have to think about fouling pretty quick. Schoonveld cuts off Weichers. Halbert sneaks in and gets a tie-up. Second time tonight he's done that. Jackson Halbert sneaking in to tie up the basketball. And alternating possession will give it to Holland Christian.
Great job there. Maroons can fight back into this one.
Down 5, 56-51. Might have said down 8. I forgot about the 3 ball that went in recently by Halbert. So here is DeWitt to bring it into the front court with 1:19 left. Halbert's got it around an Overway screen now between the circles. Right side, DeWitt, long 3, no. And a rebound to Richards. He's saying it should be an out-of-bounds play, and there's a reach-in foul on Schoonveld. Richards still complaining that it hit the basket support. It didn't. It just hit the top of the backboard, that is. Schoonveld's second foul. Team's 8th, 1-1 for Matt Richards.
This game for Byron Center is going to come down to how well they can shoot free throws.
Richards with 16. Clay Lake leads him with 18. That's a pretty nice 1-2 punch right there. So big Matthew Richards at the stripe right. Puts it up. It is no good. Rebound Overway. Maroons need a bucket. They're down 5 with 1:03 left. DeWitt around an Overway screen. Up top to Halbert. He'll take the 3 off the catch. No. Rebound Schoonveld, Holland Christian. Up top DeWitt. Back to Scooney. 3-ball left corner. In and out. Rebound Overway. Back out to DeWitt for 3. You don't need to be shooting threes. And a rebound to Lake. And a foul on Schoonveld. His 3rd, team's 9th. Sorry, team's 10th. This will be 2 shots for Byron Center. Well, maybe team's 9th. Yep, they got the 9th up there real quick that time. 1-1, Clay Lake. Game high right now with 18 points is Clay Lake. The 6'4" junior for the Bulldogs. Free throw is no good. Rebound Halbert, 40 seconds left. Maroons are down 5. Aldrich around an Overway screen. Back to Overway. Overway to the bucket. Missed it. Rebound Weichers. 27 seconds left. Maroons need to get it back or commit a foul at 1. Here is Scooney's foul on Fedewa. And that's 4 on Schoonveld. Team's 10th, so this will be 2 for Nick Fedewa. 23.9 seconds left.
Bulldogs missed the front end of 2 1-and-1s, and the Maroons unable to convert.
Fedewa just 1 point here in the second half. Missed it. This will get Rousey back into the lineup, replacing Lake.
We have seen some woeful free throw shooting by both teams in this game and the one prior to this.
Owen Hill, the only non-starter on the floor for either team right now. Fedewa is second, no good. Rebound Halbert. Maroons have a chance, down 5, 20 seconds left. Need a quick one. 3 or 2, doesn't matter. And a foul on Byron Center. 22 is Hill. His 1st, team's 4th. That is a very smart foul. We have timeout on the court called by Holland Christian. And this will be a full timeout. I think that's all they got. We'll be back in a minute.
There once was a mom who lived next door to Lou. She needed a car to transport her big crew. She was always running from here to there, and prices and styles had yet to compare. Then this busy mom and her neighbor next door sat down on the couch with the dog to explore. They shopped online at BerhaegMotors.com, looked at all the cars like dresses for prom. They oohed and they ahed at the sleek and the sporty. They liked what they saw for a girl not yet 40. An Outlander would do. It was just the right fit. So they drove to Verhaeg in the cars just to sit. Cindy loved how she felt in the sweet SUVs. There was room for her cat and her kids' growing knees. She was even more thrilled with the time she had saved and the laid-back way her salesperson behaved. She was so overjoyed with her perfect new car and her friends at Verhaeg who sure set the bar.
Stop in our warm showroom and see the new 2019 Eclipse Cross SUV all-wheel drive 5-passenger touring for value price $26,252 plus tax, title, license, and dock fee, saving nearly 20% off sticker.
WPNW, Zeeland, Holland, Hudsonville, Grand Rapids.
All right, just 17.6 seconds left. Maroons are down 5. They do have the ball near half court. Aldrich will throw it in left side. Teammates squared off around the lane. Man-to-man defense, Byron Center. Aldrich looking, cross court in the corner for Halbert. Halbert off the catch for 3, but he stepped out of bounds. Turnover number 13 for Holland Christian. And that's the way it has gone for the Maroons at the end of tight ball games. Hill is out, Rousey is in. Starting 10 on the court. Fedewa, in it comes, and a quick foul on Scooney. I think he and DeWitt were both there. Whichever one did it is going to sit down. It'll be Schoonveld who fouls out with 13.8 seconds left. And it'll get sophomore Adam Cruzy off the bench for Holland Christian. And Sawyer Weichers will go to the stripe. 10 points tonight. trying to increase a 5-point lead. 2 shots. First one's good. Now this is the important one. He can make it a 3-possession game with 13.8 left to play. Pretty much Byron Center's game if he makes this one. And he did. Maroons about to go 0-4 in the Civic Center on the season. And I guess because they don't want the Maroons to shoot threes, there was a foul in the back court by Rousey, his third, but just the 5th on the team. So they can do that twice more or once more before they put the Maroons at the line. Hill is back in. Richards is going to sit down. Aldrink at half court into DeWitt, back to Aldrink for 3, right side, no. 7 seconds left, rebound off of Fedewa. Fedewa's got it on his knees, tries to cover it up. Clock keeps running. He'll get it to teammate Hill, and that'll do it. So the Maroons still winless at the Civic Center in 4 tries. They fall to the Bulldogs tonight by a score of 58-51. Our post-game show tonight is brought to you by the Hop Agency, your local Farm Bureau insurance representative in Holland. For prompt personal insurance services, call Mark Hop, Jonathan Hop, or Joe Bauman. And for life insurance needs, call Matt Neal. They're all available at 616-396-5728. We're back in a moment.
At Calvin University, the Calvin Life Work program will connect your students' unique, God-given
I'm Travis Dreyer from Compound Door. When you think about replacing your garage door, think of a fellow Holland Christian alumni at Compound Door, where over half our staff are HC grads. We carry CHI garage doors. CHI offers a large selection of traditional and carriage house styles, designs, and windows. Come by our showroom and see the full collection of CHI doors powered by LiftMaster operators at Compound Door on the corner of New Holland and 136th in Holland, or online at compounddoor.com.
A great team doesn't happen overnight. It takes years of conditioning and hard work. It takes vision and a serious commitment to be the best you can be to strengthen and empower the team to its full potential. This is the legacy of Barber Ford. From your first step into the showroom to your regular oil changes, even to service and body work, you can feel Barber Ford's deep commitment to serving you. And it reaches further than that into the community with a commitment to making a difference. Barber Ford new pre-owned service and body shop. Online at barberford.net.
Postgame show brought to you by the Hop Agency continues. Now clean sweep for Byron Center tonight. They won the girls game 53-41. They win the boys game 58-51. Maroons got off to a great start, led by 10 after 1 at 17-7, but they gave it all back in the second period, being outscored 21-12. It was a 1-point lead for the Maroons at the half, 29-28. Maroons did outscore them by 1 in the third period, 16-15, to lead by 2 after 3, 45-43. But the fourth period was the story in this ball game as Byron Center scores 15, and the Maroons can only manage 6 points in the final period. They lose it 58-51. We had 13 turnovers in the books for Holland Christian and 10 for Byron Center. We'll be back to take a look at individual scoring in a moment on the Pledge.
Holland Trailer, we know.